Cuba's postcard image, classic cars, cigars, salsa, hides deeper stories. Today, we're exploring one early female maturity and its impact on Cuban society. Let's look beyond the surface and listen to the real, often unspoken, experiences of Cuban women and girls. In Cuba, puberty can start as early as 8, years ahead of the global average. This dramatic acceleration leaves girls navigating adolescence before they're ready. The gap between biological and chronological age challenges families and schools. Early maturity quietly shapes Cuban life, raising the question, how does society adapt when childhood is cut short? In Cuba, when a girl matures early, she's often treated as a woman, ready or not. Family expectations shift overnight. More chores, less play. She becomes more visible, attracting attention and pressure she's not prepared for. Strength and resourcefulness are born here, but so is a quiet loss. School is a cornerstone of Cuban life, but early maturity can turn it into a battleground. Imagine trying to focus on lessons while your body and emotions are in turmoil. Social pressures and shifting priorities can make education feel less important than fitting in or coping. Girls who mature early may face bullying, isolation, or be drawn into older crowds. Academic performance can suffer, and the risk of dropping out, especially due to early pregnancy, rises. For some, school becomes a place of anxiety, not opportunity. Yet many girls fight to succeed, determined to overcome the odds. The education system isn't always equipped for these challenges, revealing a gap between national ideals and personal realities. Early maturity can derail dreams before they've even begun. In Cuba, family is everything, and early maturity puts it to the test. Some parents respond with strict protection, others with accelerated training in adult roles. Fathers may impose curfews. Mothers may pass down domestic duties, signaling the end of childhood. Economic pressures can add another layer, with families seeing early maturity as a step toward independence. But not all families react the same. Some offer support, open conversations, and a safe space to grow. These families fight to preserve childhood and encourage dreams beyond tradition. The family's response can either anchor a girl or amplify her struggles. The crucible of family shapes her journey, for better or worse. In Cuba, the home is where the future is forged. How a family reacts can change everything. Early puberty brings physical challenges, painful periods, health risks, but the mental toll is even greater. Girls face anxiety, depression, and a sense of not belonging. The world's attention can feel overwhelming, leading to self-doubt and isolation. Sexualization and harassment become real threats, forcing girls to build emotional defenses. Mental health support exists, but stigma keeps many from seeking help. Without an outlet, emotional struggles can fester, shaping self-esteem and future relationships. The hidden crisis of early maturity is lived in silence by thousands of Cuban girls. The body's revolt puts the mind under siege, a battle that can last a lifetime. Early maturity isn't just physical, it's a psychological storm. The scars are often invisible, but they run deep. Cuban media celebrates a hyper-feminine, sensual image of women. Music videos and TV reinforce the idea that a woman's value lies in her beauty and sex appeal. For girls maturing early, this sends a powerful, confusing message. This is what you must become. The pressure to conform to this ideal starts young, blurring the line between empowerment and objectification. Alternative role models, scientists, leaders, athletes, are rarely seen. This narrow portrayal limits girls' visions for their own futures. The woman on the screen becomes both a goal and a ghost, shaping self-image and expectations. Media doesn't cause early maturity, but it magnifies its impact. The result: a generation of girls growing up in the shadow of an impossible ideal. Cuba's government is deeply involved in public life, but on early female maturity, it's silent. There are no major campaigns, no specialized support, no public conversation. Healthcare tracks development, but treats early maturity as a private issue, not a public one. Cultural taboos and political caution keep the topic in the shadows. NGOs and advocacy groups have little room to operate, and official women's organizations focus elsewhere. The burden falls on families, teachers, and doctors, without resources or recognition. The state's silence leaves girls to navigate this transformation alone, a comprehensive system, but with a critical blind spot. To truly understand, we must listen to Cuban women themselves. Elena remembers getting her period at 9. Her mother told her, "The games are over." Childhood ended overnight. Maria, taller than her friends, faced catcalls and shame, but her grandmother's words, "Walk with your head high," became her armor. Sophia became pregnant at 15, leaving behind dreams of engineering for motherhood. She loves her son, but still dreams of blueprints. These stories reveal pain, resilience, and adaptability. Cuban women learn to navigate a complex world from a young age. They carry the weight of early womanhood, yet still find ways to laugh, dance, and build meaningful lives. Their voices are the heart of this story, far more powerful than any statistic. Listening is an act of bearing witness to their journey. These are not secrets, but lived realities. Thank you for looking beyond the postcard and into the heart of Cuba. This conversation is just the beginning, an invitation to see cultures in all their complexity. If this story moved you, please subscribe and help amplify voices that need to be heard. Your support makes these journeys possible and brings hidden stories to light. Stay curious, stay open, and keep exploring the world's untold stories. Until next time.